To a footage that Titus had the pleasure of bringing in for us, okay? Now, let's go right into the footage. Technical director, thank you.
Government's gonna take me down by the church, too.
All right, baby.
Bye, Mary.
Samson, I love you. Be in joy.
Okay, folks, that was the Ujamaa Black Theater. Wasn't that wonderful? You saw people dancing, you saw people giving out excitement and energy to one another, and I hope you got that feeling of energy. And you elaborate on the video a little bit?
Oh yeah, you know, that particular footage was shot actually in Harlem, and the play is based on a 1920-1930 history of Harlem, about a black family come from the South and come to New York during the Harlem Renaissance period. So in that particular segment, we try to reenact the feel in one of the Harlem clubs of that period. Okay. And I bet it comes across well.
Right, it came very, very, very well, you know. And before, you know, we lead out of this show, I want to thank you.
Hey, thank you.
You know, I think you're doing an outstanding job in the black community. Not only in the black community, but in the community as a whole. And I'm not talking about New York, I'm talking about the world. Titus, we have approximately a minute or two. We have 5 minutes, okay? Now, let's you know, we must fill in the time. So could you...
So I just want people to know again, we'll be presenting the Gospel of the Harlem Renaissance on Saturday, October 2nd, 8 p.m. at Broadway's Town Hall, 123 West 43rd Street. And anybody interested in coming down, you can call us at 212-787-7944. That number again is 212-787-7944. And we also do fundraisers. So if anybody's interested in doing a fundraiser, you can give us a call. And again, we are a training mechanism. So people who are interested in becoming part of the performing arts, you can come down to 250 West 65th Street and give us a call at 212-787-7944.
Titus, what actually inspires you to be in the arts? Like what gives you the motivation to continue going? And I know you've been in the arts for some time now, and could you just tell me how long you've been in the arts and what keeps you going?
Like I said, as we go into 1994, I go into 20 years of being involved with the black theater arts. Well, I tell you, one of the most important things I say is communication, is to be able to communicate the ideas of our people and being a communicator. What got me most involved with theater and with the arts is the fact of looking at the plight of our people, African Americans and people of African descent across the world, and how could we put across our point of view better? How could we put across our humanity better and make the other part of our society have a better understanding that we are people who eat and sleep and have hopes and dreams like any other people? And what drove me was the fact of communicating that type of idea. And I think we live at a time where we need more positive images more than any time. It's something I brought up earlier. As many times, a lot of the negative images are heavily being pushed on our people, being pushed on our young people. Images that are not positive, denouncing our women, how vulgarity, the commercialization of vulgarity. I mean, it was a time where people used to say something vulgar and it's supposed to have some kind of emotional impact, but now it just became some kind of monetary value. Okay, yeah. All right. So the substance has actually been lost.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make that public announcement about our current events. I think Sonny Carson's program, Adopt 18 program, is very important. It's vital to our community because we have hands-on to talking some sense into our youth. And not just talking sense, because talk is cheap. We have to act it. Let them see that you are what you say you are. And don't just say you're going to do it, but do it. Because our kids are fed up with you adults saying you're going to do something and then you do something else. Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes, but then you take out your pack of cigarettes right in front of the teenagers. That's why they are the way they are. So we must stress positivism, but most of all, let's act positive. And that's what black theater in Titus Walker's Ujama Black Theater is all about. He gives you the communicator. He is a communicator. He gives out positive images of his black theater for our black people to see and enjoy. Any last words you want to add, Titus?
Hey, listen, I just want to say that I'm very glad to be on your show, Arnold, and I hope you invite me to come back again.
Definitely.
And you keep up the good work that you're doing, and you definitely are going to be blessed because you already have been, but you're going to be blessed even more for the good work that you're doing in this communication area.
Well, my major in college was communications, and I know you went to City College, correct?
Yeah, I'm one of the graduates out of the City University of New York.
Right. Could you just elaborate on your history? How did you get to black theater?
Well, first of all, like again I said, I was involved with the Black Arts Movement, and I had a brother named Yusuf Man who came out of the East Organization. Okay, we were working with Sonny Carson and that Brooklyn Black Conscious movement that came out of that period, and was very active, as it still is very active out in Brooklyn. So those brothers and sisters brought me in as a very young student, okay, at the time. So that's why I've been able to put my 20 years in, because I came into it as a student, and we were doing cultural programs. So, and from there, people found out how blessed I was as a writer and as a poet, what people call now rappers. Okay, so.
Okay.